The Dodgers entered Game 1 of the World Series with confidence, boasting elite starting pitching, 3 MVP-caliber bats, and postseason experience. But one glaring weakness remained, a bullpen that cannot be fully trusted. Toronto quickly exploited it. The Blue Jays turned Blake Snell's laborious outing into a disaster, grinding the left-hander through long at-bats and pushing his pitch count early. Snell, who had dominated in previous postseason starts, struggled with command, allowing a 2-run homer to Dalton Varsho and eventually hitting him later in the 6th. With the bases loaded and no outs, the Dodgers' bullpen was thrust into a high-pressure situation. Emmet Sheehan started, giving up 2 runs before being pulled, followed by Banda. Banda's mistake, a hanging slider, was crushed by pinch hitter Addison Barger for a grand slam, the first in World Series history. Alejandro Kirk added a 2-run homer later in the inning, capping a 9-run explosion that left the Dodgers reeling and the Rogers Center crowd ecstatic. Snell's rough night exposed the vulnerability that has always loomed over LA, highlighting the difference between a dominant rotation and an unreliable bullpen. Toronto's approach was clear: make the starter work, force the relievers into high-leverage situations, and capitalize. The result was an emphatic 11-4 rout, signaling that the Blue Jays lineup, already explosive all October, could handle elite pitching and punish mistakes from the pen. For the Dodgers, it was a stark reminder that their success hinges entirely on the starters. With Game 2 looming, pressure shifts to Yoshinobu Yamamoto and the bullpen to respond. Mookie Betts summed it up: one game is behind them, the focus now is on tomorrow. Toronto's message is loud and clear: they are the same formidable team that carried this momentum through the season, and they're ready to prove it in the Fall Classic.